by saying congratulations on the album. I've had a chance to sit down and listen to it, and it's an amazing album, so congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks. We are glad you like it.
So, tell us a little bit about this album. Of course, your last two albums have done so well. So, did you have any goals in mind when you sat down to start working on this album?
No. No, we didn't have any goals. We just sat down and tried something. Basically something different than we did before, because we tried to write a conceptual album with the tracks. When you put them in line, they are telling a little story about the world's downfall and the rising of new entity, new divinity. And basically we just took the current the current developments around the globe, and we made our own story out of it.
So tell us a little bit about that. How did you go about doing that process, and how did that story evolve as you sat down to work on it?
It was the beginning of everything was in 2020, when the pandemic hit, and we all were forced to stay home. And we wrote a song called "Coronation," and in the beginning we just wrote it to express our feelings about everything what was going on, and how a small percentage of the population tried to handle everything.
Yep.
And we released "Coronation" as a single back then. I think it was in August 2020. When we started talking about the next album, we decided to take "Coronation" and just spin a little story around it. That's basically it.
Awesome. That's such a great idea, and also with what was going on in the world, you must have been able to get a lot of inspiration, not only from your own life, but what you were hearing on the news. Did you use a lot of that with the pandemic and the war with Russia? Did you use a lot of that in your lyrics?
To be honest, when we started writing the two songs about war that are on the album, the war in Russia was not going on. So we wrote these songs before. We just took the pandemic, and we made an introduction to it. So we wrote 2 or 3 songs about Mother Nature getting raped by the human race, and trying to defend. So the coronavirus, in our explanation, is just something our planet set free for self-defense. And in the next few songs, everything is going down the drain. The pandemic is causing the people to hate each other, and it's brother against brother and country against country. And so the Third World War is developing and happening, and after that, the earth is basically cleansed.
I'm not sure how strict the restrictions were there for you, but here in Australia we had very, very strict restrictions in that we could only leave our house for, I think it was an hour a day at some stages during the pandemic. Did that make it difficult for you to get together with the rest of the band and work on the album at all?
We had not this strict restrictions, so we could for example, leave their house for grocery shopping, and you were allowed to take a walk.
Yeah.
That's what a big part of the population used as excuse to leave the house. And when they were caught up by the police, they told, "Oh, we're just having a walk."
Yep.
So we did not do that, but we from time to time we met up in the rehearsal room to practice and to work on the album. Yes.
So, going on from that, tell us a little bit, because I know your last two albums did so well. They were so well received. You said that you wanted to do things differently this time. Did you feel any pressure because of how well the last two albums had done when you sat down to work on this album?
No, not at all. There was no pressure.
Yeah.
We are not. I don't know how to say it. We are not bound to release anything.
Yep.
So it's our own decision when and if we release anything. So we just took our time. It's just things came together really well, and they worked good in the rehearsals. So we said, all right, let's just take this song and take this song and take this song, and we put it on the album, and we put it in line to tell a story.
You also worked with Tim this time around from Flashback Recording Studios. Tell us a little bit about what it was like working with Tim and why you decided he was the right person to work with.
We already did our last album, Beheading the Snake.
Yep.
With Tim. And we spend a lot of time together in the bunk where he has his studio. And we get along really good. We like him and he likes us. At least that's what we think. So no, he's a really chilled out dude, and he has a lot of knowledge, and we like to work with him. That's why I guess we would be doing our next album also with him.
Yep. You also worked with the absolute legend Harris Johns. He's worked with some of the greats. What was he like to work with as well?
It was chilled as well. The first contact came via email, and later on we communicated via WhatsApp. And he sent snippets of songs when he changed anything, and he let us listen, and we could reply via WhatsApp. So I think that was the easiest way ever to have it.
Yep. Now, the album's coming out in about a month's time. How are you feeling? Are you feeling excited about being able to release the album out into the world, or are you feeling slightly nervous?
A little bit of both. So, of course, we are really excited because we see that the PR is going on. It's doing really well. It's something we did not have before. Like your request, for example, we never had a request from Australia or anything else than maybe Italy. So this is we are new to this, so it's rather exciting for us.
Definitely. Well, we have so many listeners to our show who are excited about this album coming out. We've been getting requests for us to play tracks off Out of the Ashes and off Beheading the Snake. So you've got a lot of people here in Australia very excited about the album coming out. And I guess that leads to the question, where to for you now with the future? With the band getting attention from around the world, what are your plans from now on? Are you going to look to try and tour into more countries, or what are the plans there?
Well, now we are even more excited. So, in the first place, say hello to all your listeners from us. And yeah, we actually we are not in the spot to arrange a tour ourselves.
Yep.
At least worldwide. So if we say, okay, let's do 4 or 5 shows here in Germany, that's okay. That's something we are capable of. But to have us, for example, in Australia or in Japan or whatever, yeah, I think there have to be higher powers doing this for us.
Definitely. Well, hopefully there's someone listening who might want to help out bringing you to Australia. We know we have a few promoters that listen to this show, so hopefully some of them are listening and they might get some ideas. But for now, we're going to play Beheading the Snake again on our show as a little bit of a teaser for what's to come. We haven't got the new single to play at the moment, but we're going to play Beheading the Snake just as a little bit of a teaser before the new album comes out. But to finish off, what would you like to say to all of your fans here in Australia who are so eagerly anticipating the new album in a month's time?
Yeah, what we like to say, we of course there will be a new single coming soon, including a new music video. We just finished shooting. It's at that time, at this moment, it is in the mix. It will be released in let's say the next 3 to 4 weeks, sometime. It will be announced via our label. So there will be even more to have from our album. And thank you. A big thank you to everyone who is supporting us, who likes our music. And we hope that there will be a possibility for us to maybe play Australia.
We would